We all know that design affects mood. Paint the room dark and it feels heavy. Brighten it up and it feels alive again. This is one very well-known way that design can affect mood. But today, I don't wish to talk about the obvious. Today, I want to share 5 lesser-known research-backed design hacks for your space that can quietly lift your mood. No big budget changes, just small shifts that can change how your home feels and how you feel in it. Because in the end, surprise, surprise, what matters the most is not necessarily how your home looks, but how living in it feels to you. Let's get into the first one. Use dopamine decor in small spaces. What if the happiest corner of your home was one you barely ever see? Dopamine decor is more than just a trend. It's a design strategy that uses vibrant colors, bold patterns, and playful visuals to create a joyful, emotionally charged environment. Neuroscientists have shown that viewing aesthetically pleasing visuals lights up the brain's reward centers, the same ones triggered by love, beauty, and belonging. In other words, design doesn't just look good, it can feel good. But here's the problem that I see. The brain gets used to everything. Just like you stop noticing your favorite perfume after a while, dopamine decor can lose its impact when it's constantly visible. This is known as sensory adaptation. To stay effective, novelty needs to stay, novel. That's why the smartest way to use dopamine decor isn't in your main living spaces, it's in small hidden ones, the ones you do not go into day to day. Try these low-effort, high-reward ideas and see if they work for you. Line the inside of a drawer that you don't use very much with bold wallpaper. It's a visual surprise every time you open it. Give a small closet a pop of color with paint or striking wallpaper that's completely different from the space before it. The bigger the difference, the stronger the effect. Paint the back panel of a bookshelf or a cabinet with a vibrant pop of color. Whenever you pick an item off your shelf, you will have a tiny surprise. You could turn your guest bathroom into a dramatic design moment. When you will use it, it will feel like a small treat. You can also involve your other senses, like your sense of smell, by using scent in linen drawers or closets. Paired with playful visuals, it will trigger a multisensory boost. By hiding joy around your home, you preserve its magic. Dopamine decor used sparingly and strategically can keep your home emotionally alive, one surprise at a time. A place of your own. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can design into your home is a place that is just for you. Modern life pulls us in every direction. We have work deadlines and family demands. Even our home can be a list of chores staring back at us. Somehow this list gets bigger every day to the point that taking care of ourselves is not even on the list anymore. This constant output takes a toll on our nervous system. Psychologists Rachel and Stephen Kaplan found that our minds recover best in spaces that feel like an escape, places that ask nothing of us. And while they studied nature, later research shows that we can create the same sense of relief inside our homes. When you designate a personal space in your home, no matter how small, you're not just carving out a physical room, but you create mental space for yourself. You're essentially separating yourself from your service roles, and that's a powerful psychological shift. So how do you do this? In its ideal shape, you want to have a small space where you can close the door behind you. This can be a personal bathroom for pampering and self-care, where the time you dedicate to your body is also the time you give to your mind. Or perhaps a crafts room, where you can pursue a creative hobby and give your mind a reboot. But if space is tight, it doesn't need to be a whole room. A single chair by a window, reserved only for reading or daydreaming, can become a sacred spot. A repurposed closet or an alcove can turn into a creative desk or a reading nook. You can set up a chair and a blanket on your balcony for an outdoor escape. What matters is not the size, but the intention in this space. In this space and in this corner, nothing is expected of you. Give yourself permission to rest, reflect, and just be. You'll be amazed at how much your mood changes when your home stops demanding things from you and starts restoring you. Bring in personal mood anchors. Sometimes the most powerful design element in a room isn't the layout or lighting, it's the object that makes you feel something the second you walk in. Mood anchors are objects with emotional significance placed intentionally in your space to trigger warmth, security, or joy. According to research in environmental psychology, these items serve as visual cues that reconnect us with who we are and what matters most to us. Here are some ideas how to integrate mood anchors into your home without disrupting your aesthetic. You could frame emotionally resonant items. You could place into a frame a recipe card in your grandmother's handwriting, a child's sketch, or a postcard from a loved one, and hang them in places you pass daily. You can use travel keepsakes as art. The items that you picked up in a trip that sparked a feeling or connected you to that place, that captured a special story of your life, should be part of your decor and surroundings. You can use natural elements like shells or stones as decor pieces on a shelf, or perhaps create art with the dried flowers you picked on a special trip. You could incorporate inherited objects as design accents. You could place your dad's vintage watch on a tray, or you could drape a passed-down quilt over the arm of a sofa or a reading chair. You could display sentimental oddities, a quirky figurine from a best friend, or an old phone you found in a vintage shop. Another trick is to style daily use pieces, but with intention. You can use your favorite chipped mug on an open shelving, or keep a scarf from a milestone moment draped over a piece of furniture or hanging in a corner. In a well-designed home, meaning should live in plain sight. These anchors don't just personalize your space, they lift your mood by making every corner tell a piece of your story. Fix one visible stress trigger immediately. There's one design flaw most people overlook until it starts draining their energy every single day. We tend to accept little irritations in our home as normal. A squeaky door, a wobbly table leg, the laundry that never quite gets put away. But these are not harmless quirks. They are visual stress triggers. Unlike clutter, which is obvious, these triggers are sneaky. They live in the background, quietly telling your brain that something is not right. That ongoing hum of disorder adds friction to your day, and your mood pays the price. So what's the design solution here? Don't aim for the perfect home. Just remove one point of friction at a time. Fix the crooked picture frame you always meant to straighten. Replace the light bulb that buzzes or flickers. Lighting should soothe, not irritate. You can patch up the peeling corner of paint that makes a whole wall feel tired. You could oil the door that announces your arrival like a haunted house. You could clear that one surface like a cabinet countertop or a desk that's becoming a dumping ground. Each time you fix one of these tension points, your space becomes a little smoother. Novelty by rearrangement. Your room doesn't need new things. Sometimes it just needs a new perspective. Our brains are wired to respond to novelty. Even tiny changes in our surroundings can disrupt mental autopilot, boost dopamine, and help us see familiar rooms with fresh eyes. These shifts don't just feel good, they change how we experience the room by altering flow, light, and perspective. In other words, novelty doesn't require consumption, it just needs a little creativity. Here's how to create perceptual freshness without buying a thing. Swap the location of a lamp or a rug. Even small moves can redefine a corner. Put your favorite artwork on a different wall, or perhaps rearrange it differently on the same wall, and see how your perception of that space changes. You could rearrange your shelves, group books by color, stack them differently, or add shelf decor from other rooms to create new visual rhythms. You could take a piece of furniture apart and rearrange it differently in the room, or simply paint a piece of furniture in a fresh new color to give yourself a tiny surprise when you enter the room. These aren't superficial tweaks, they are tiny changes that help reset your brain and give it a fresh new perspective. So if your space feels off or your energy is low, don't add. Try rearranging your home. A small shift in layout can be the design equivalent of a breath of fresh air. So these are 5 psychology-backed hacks to lift your mood at home. No renovation needed, just small shifts in how you use your space. Design isn't only about how it looks, but how it makes you feel. Try one today Even fixing a squeaky hinge or moving a chair can change your daily mood. And if you want to see a video about how to make your home less stressful, check out this video.